Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be a package and pickups video. I know it's been almost 2 months since my last package and pickups video, and just over 3 weeks since my last video where I showed you guys my Xbox games collection. So my apologies for the lack in videos, but just been so busy with work lately and getting home feeling so tired to make any videos. But I do enjoy getting home and putting my feet up with a nice cup of tea, watching your videos and commenting as much as I can. So I am still around, and it's a great community to be part of, and you guys are really cool. So as long as you guys are making videos, I'll be watching them and making comments and occasionally making my own videos. So there you have it. So without further ado, I'm going to share with you guys what I've been getting over the last couple of months, and it's quite a bit to get through. Quite a few games from various systems, and a couple items also that are not game related that you might find interesting or not. But as always, I'm going to start off with the system that's near and dearest to me, and that of course is the MSX. So back in a sec, and I'll
right guys, as I've already mentioned, I'm going to first quickly show you the MSX games I've purchased on eBay. 2 packages from 2 sellers. The take games was from a seller in the UK, and I paid roughly £30 including postage. And the 4 loose cards from a seller in Japan, and in total was $39 including postage. I'll show you the take games first, and I paid roughly about £1 for each of the game. So first up we have Ninja. I believe it's actually called Ninja Jajamaru-kan in Japan. It's an early game by Jellico, or Jellico, however you want to pronounce it. It's a platform game, and basically, Princess has been kidnapped, and it's your job to rescue her. You've got to defeat all the enemies on the screen before the time runs out, so that you can progress onto the next screen. It's also available on the Famicom and can also be downloaded from the Virtual Console for the Wii. So a really fun platform game. The next 2 games are 2 early Hudson Soft games, and the first one is Binary Land. Basically, you've got to decide whether you want to concentrate on moving the boy or the girl. They will both move in opposite directions, as if mirroring each other's movements. And the object of the game is basically to get them to the exit, both at the same time, while avoiding hazards like spiders. It's a really fun maze game. Originally also on the Famicom, but that version was 2 penguins rather than a boy and a girl. Obviously the blue penguin was a boy and the pink penguin was a girl. So it's again a really fun maze game. And the second Hudson Soft game is Pretty Sheep, and the idea to this game is just basically catching sheep. That's right, catching sheep. I'll just quickly read what it says here. Pretty sheep. You are a shepherd and must gather all the sheep within the fence without exceeding the time limit. As the stage progresses, wolves will try to help the sheep escape. Yeah, right, more like eat them. Anyway, bonus points can be earned by picking flowers and approaching the pretty girl as she passes the field from time to time. So there you have it, Pretty Sheep. And there's a nasty old wolf there. Doesn't look like he's helping the sheep. Anyway, Pretty Sheep. Next game, Oh No. And it's basically a Pac-Man clone, and a very good one too. Originally this was titled Oh Shit, and the reason for that is when you die you get a really loud high-pitched speech sample saying oh shit, and which probably wasn't the best of words to use back in the day for a game, so hence the name change. But I do believe that copies still got released with the oh shit title as well as the oh shit speech. So there you have it. Next game is Starquake. Just quickly read to you what it says here. This is a C+VG game of the month and Crash Smash. Now available on the MSX, Starquake is a brilliant adventure over 500 different screens. And there we have it. I won't describe all the games to you, because basically what I'm trying to do is do an actual video showing you some of these games in action. Next game is Astro Plumber, another platform game, but this time it has a screenshot on the front cover. See what the tape looks like there. Next game, Jet Set Willy 2. Another platform game, Spooks and Ladders. Mutant Monty, another Manic Miner type sort of game. Really fun. Don't know too much about this game, but it's rock and roll. It's a Spanish game. I believe it's an overhead sort of racing game. It's a screenshot there, but I don't think you'll be able to see it clearly. Next game, Inca. You'll notice that majority of the take games that I got are by this company, Eaglesoft, Akasoft, and basically they're the Dutch equivalent of US Gold and Ocean back in the day. They did. They first started out doing Commodore games and eventually just solely doing for the MSX. From time to time they did carry on doing some Commodore ports. There's a screenshot there. Oh, down below. Also, the Heist, or the Heist, again how you want to pronounce it. As you can see there, it's also on the Commodore 64 and the MSX, which on the, let's see if I can open the game quickly, you see some instructions. This is what it looks like, so you've got the little tray there. So on the first side you've got the MSX version and the, well actually this is the Commodore 64 version, and on the reverse side you've got the MSX version. The next game is Jet Fighter. Again, it's boxed and complete. Majority of them are boxed and complete. As you see, take there with the in the little tray. Comes with the instructions. Some screenshots of the game there. It's a shooter. Oops. Getting crazy there. On the reverse side, it's an awesome poster of the Jet Fighter cover. Next up, Worm in Paradise by the legendary Level 9 Computing. Did some awesome text adventure games back in the day. Red Moon, Return to Eden, and obviously Worm in Paradise. This one's a graphical text adventure game. Samantha Fox Strip Poker. This came part of the bundle, but it's still fun to have. Will you be able to tell if Sam is bluffing? Will you be able to keep your cool when the stakes are high? There you go, Strip Poker. Sam's Strip Poker. And the last tape game, Death Wish 3 by Gremlin Graphics. Some screenshots at the back, which is the Spectrum version, which the MSX will be no different, as it tended to have all the Spectrum ports. And that was the last tape game. Now the cartridges, first one is Zerion by Jaleco, which is a sort of best described as a, for me anyway, it's Phoenix and Demon Attack. Again, this is also available on the Famicom. I'm not too sure whether it could be downloaded on a virtual console. I'm sure it can. I'm sure it is available, but I've not checked. Another shooter is Formation Z. Again, more robots. And the last two cartridge games, I get this feeling that could be pirates, because I've never seen coloured MSX cartridges. And the first one is Zexus. I've never seen these cartridges, never seen them like this coloured anyway. Sort of reminds me of the like they did for the Famicom. That's a shooter. And this one is Flappy Limited 85. It's basically Flappy, but they put this Limited 85 there. Again, it's a maze game where the object of the game is to what I believe looks like a blue sort of boulder, or if not a jewel. You got to sort of take it to the exit while avoiding all the hazards. And there you have it. That rounds up my MSX collection. And actually, guys, before I go on to show you the rest of my package and pickups, I just want to quickly share with you an MSX game that I've just seen on eBay. I actually already own the game, and that game is Cosmic Bakery. It's just a loose cart. I don't have the box or instructions, and I've had this in my collection for years now, and I think I paid no more than £10 at the time. It's a fun game, not one of their best, but still worth having in the collection. And I always thought that the most expensive games for the MSX were Space Mambo, Metal Gear and Contra, which depending on the day roughly go from £100 to £200. But from what I've just seen on eBay, not anymore, because Cosmic Bakery is now the most expensive MSX game. Why? I don't know, but I'll show you how much it's worth. As you can see there, it's the photo of the cartridge itself, and as you can see, it's no different to mine. There we are, 3D image there. And if you ever do decide to buy the game, or have any plans to buy the game, this is how much it will set you back. $550, 338.15 pence. £338 and 15 pence, I should say. And that's on a buy it now. And that's Cosmic Bakery. And if you thought that was bad, this is how much it would cost you fully complete. And that's the box there, cartridge and the instructions. And that will set you back $1,100, £676 and 30 pence. Again on the buy it now. So there you have it, guys. That's Cosmic Bakery. And I hope you enjoyed our little bit of info there, and on with the rest of the package and pickups. Right guys, onwards with the rest of my pickups. First up, I have 5 PS1 games. One was an eBay purchase, and the other 4 from a online shop in the UK called Retro Games. Their site is retrogames.co.uk. Obviously they sell everything retro related. And the 4 games that I got, firstly, I tend to find them a little expensive, but from time to time you will find a bargain. So do check them out. You may even find that particular game you've been after for quite some time. And the 4 games that I got, roughly £4 to £5 each. They're all boxed and complete in mint condition. And in total about £26, £27 including postage. So the first one is Galaga, Destination Earth. It's Hasbro's re-imaging of Galaga. Next up is Shell Shock by Core Designs. It's a tank-based shooter sort of game. Next up by Gremlin Interactive is Motorhead, which is a really cool racer. Played a lot back in the day. And the last game that I got from Retro Games was 2D shoot 'em up by Ocean X2. Stunning visuals, really awesome soundtrack, but sadly let down by its difficulty. Really difficult game. I did own it back in the day and sold it on, so figured why not get it back in my collection. But as I said, it's a really difficult game. And the final game, PS1 game that I got, which was an eBay purchase, was a game that a good friend of mine was producer on. And the game itself is not much of a big deal, but it's always nice to know that a friend of yours played a big part in developing the game. And that game is Kingsley's Adventure, which is a 3D platformer with a touch of RPG to it. Wikipedia even goes on to say that the game has similarities to Zelda, which personally there's no truth in that,
but that's Wikipedia for you. And I paid in total, including postage, £12. It does tend to go for more. There's even one on eBay right now, which is just a promo disc, nothing else, going for £20. And there you have it. I'll just show you some screenshots in the back if I can. Next up, I have 9 Dreamcast games. They're all eBay purchases, all boxed and complete. Noticing lately that the Dreamcast has been getting a lot of attention, rightly so. It's an awesome machine, so I figured add some more games to my Dreamcast collection. And first up, MDK2. Science Scope. Game that I played back in the day on the PC is Spirit of Speed, 1937. So some screenshots there at the back. Too dark, sorry about that. Also, those were roughly £9, £10 including postage. Next up is big fan of the comic. That is Spawn, developed by Capcom. And that was about £11, £12 including postage. Another Capcom game, Tech Romancer. I paid a bit more for this, paid roughly, it was about £18 including postage. This game does tend to go for more, I've seen it go for about 20 to £40. It's a 3D fighting robot game. Next up, it's Gigawing. Paid roughly £8 including postage. Next game is Charge and Blast. Apparently a fellow YouTuber by the name of Spin the Demon, his girlfriend Colette, did a gameplay video review of this game. I did own it, I do have it as a backup, but after watching the video, figured I just had to have it original. It's if you like old school arcade sort of games, this is going to go for. The controls are awkward, but stick with the game, and it really is a fun game. It's worth checking out. And the last 2 games are Disney titles. The first one was a game that I already owned on the PS1, but I had back in the day I had a friend working at IDOS, and I asked him if he could get hold of it for me on the Dreamcast, but unfortunately he wasn't able to obtain it. So he managed to get me the PS1 version. So I figured I'd get the Dreamcast version, and that is 102 Dalmatians. It's a 3D platformer game. It's a kiddies game, but nevertheless it is fun, and it has got a lot of sentimental value for me personally, because we did have a Dalmatian in the family back then, and sadly passed away 2 years ago, old age. But it is a fun game, and paid roughly, including postage, £6. And another game that I picked up recently on the PS1, which also mentioned that I was still after it on the Dreamcast, but was having no luck until a fellow YouTuber by the name of Blutonic78 sent me a PM and kindly letting me know that there was a couple on eBay on the buy it now option, so for me to check it out, which I did so, and I bought it, and that game was Toy Story 2. I did in the past pick up the second Toy Story game on the Dreamcast, but sort of made a mistake, and it wasn't the one I wanted. This was the one I wanted. I played this on back in the day on the PC. It was a lot of fun. That second Toy Story game that I got, I sent over to John, aka the Stig's children, which they enjoyed. And this was roughly £9 including postage. And those were my DC pickups. Next up is some PS2 games that I got. 2 are from my local here, and first one is Haven. Call of the King. They're all boxed and complete. This is a again a 3D platformer by Traveller's Tales. See some screenshots of that. That was $4.50. And the second game that I picked up here locally was Trapped by Tecmo. It's a strategic or tactical sort of survival horror game. I don't know if you can see some screenshots of it at the back. Too dark. I do apologise for the darkness, but it's gotten dark outside. And on eBay, the final PS2 game that I got was again one of those 505 Game Street budget titles, and that was Splattermaster. Which, best to describe this game, is a sort of budget version of Splatterhouse, which is still fun to play, and quite chuffed to add it to my collection. And also got two original Xbox titles. One was from Amazon, and that was a game that Airwolf Gamer recently picked up himself, and looked interesting, so I thought I'd go ahead and pick it up myself. That was Memrick, The Apprentice Knight. Again, it just looks so similar to Haven. It's really in mint condition, and the strange thing about this game though, disc is immaculate, no scratches whatsoever. But I've got two Xboxes, one is modded and the other's unmodded, but put it in the modded Xbox, and it booted up. It played the intro, but when I went to start the game, it just crashed. It kept doing that all the time. So I tried it on the unmodded, and it worked perfectly. But all my other original games work on the unmodded. Never had any problems. Just this one. So that was really strange. But nevertheless, it's a fun game, and guess I just got to play it on the unmodded Xbox. And my final Xbox game was a package that I got from a fellow YouTuber and good friend called Spin the Demon. Not too long ago he did a gameplay video of this particular game, and I commented by saying I remember playing the first one back in the day on the PC, and but never played the second one. So you can imagine my surprise when I got a PM from Jeff, aka Spin the Demon, very kindly offering to send me the game, and that game is Max Payne 2. It's the NTSC version, but as I've mentioned before, I do have the modded Xbox, and it runs beautifully on that without any problems. And again, mate, many thanks for your generosity. I really wasn't expecting that. I'm still gobsmacked by it, and I mean it sincere. Of course, I couldn't leave it at that. I just had to send him something in return, and which I've done so. And since then, he's put up a video. So please head on over to check out what I sent him, and not just that, check out his other videos. Awesome videos, both himself and his girlfriend Colette do package videos, pickups videos, gameplays, and collection videos. Both great, awesome, down-to-earth, friendly guys, and they've obviously got a passion for their games, and it shows in their videos. So if you like what you see, and I'm sure you will, do subscribe and give them all the support they need, as they certainly do need more subs. And again, many thanks for the game. And the only current gen game that I picked up here locally it's for the PS3. It's for €15. It's a Capcom game, and that is Dark Void. It's brand new, mint condition. Show you there. Excellent game. A couple of days coming up, so looking forward to playing that. And that rounds up my games collecting for the past few months. Couple months. I've still got a couple more packages on the way. 2 Dreamcast games, one of them that I reckon I paid over the odds for, but I've been after it for quite some time, and the price wasn't coming down, so I thought, what the hell, just go for it. And I've got some more MSX games on the way, and also purchased a new handheld console, not the 3DS, which I will show you guys in the next video. So until then, hope you've enjoyed this video, and until then, bye for now and take care.